Hi, my name is Rob Case, and I teach surfers of all levels how to paddle with less effort, how to paddle faster, and how to prevent injury through better paddling technique. Today, I'm going to teach you the top 3 techniques for beginner surfers. If you've never surfed before, you want to make sure to do these 3 things before going out for that first surf. Number 1, position yourself on the board so that the nose of the board is between 1 to 2 inches above the water while you're moving in flat water. Find a nice neutral position of your back arch and aim to have the nose sit 1 to 2 inches above the water while you're moving. In time, your goal will be to reduce this range to 0 to 1 inch above the water, but starting out, your visual cue will be 1 to 2 inches above the water. Practice this in flat water for 10 minutes at least to gain a kinetic understanding of how this feels and how arching your back and flattening your back and lifting your legs and lowering your legs both change how the nose of the board sits on the water. Number 2, imagine a target underwater and in front of you that you're going to dive your hand and arm to get to. If you stand on land and raise your arm to 45 degrees, this is approximately the same location your target will be underwater. In order to hit that target in front of you and down while you're on your board, you'll need to arch your back so that your shoulders are off the board. This provides you with a more direct path down to that target. It doesn't need to be an excessive arch in your back, but rather a neutral one, just like the one described in the previous technique. This target you're aiming for with your hand and arm is the starting point of your pull, deep and in front of your shoulders. Keep a slight bend in your elbow and go for that target. Number 3, progress your arm from front to back, slow to fast. Think of a paddling stroke as if you were standing on an ice rink. You wouldn't want to run right away from a dead stop, would you? Rather, start slow and increase your hand and arm speed and force as you progress from front to back, just like you would if you were trying to run on ice, slow to fast. Otherwise, you won't get very far, and you'll use a lot of energy in the process. Further, each successive stroke after your first stroke should also become stronger and stronger the faster you move, until you reach your maximum speed. Don't spin the tires on the car and use up a lot of energy but not go anywhere. Build your speed with each stroke from start to end. Again, for each individual stroke, start slow to fast, accelerating your arm and hand through the underwater arm stroke. And also, progress your force and speed in each stroke following, from slow to fast, until you reach that maximum speed. Progressively add force in each individual stroke and each successive stroke following. These 3 techniques are useful when you're paddling out and paddling around, as well as when you're paddling to catch a wave. Remember, start with the nose of the board between 1 to 2 inches above the water. Dive your hand and arm down deep and in front of you about 45 degrees. And progressively add force and speed to your stroke, and each stroke after, building up your speed stroke after stroke. Practice all of these in flat water first for at least 5 to 10 minutes each technique to gain a kinetic understanding of how it feels before taking it out to the ocean to use. In no time at all, you'll be on your way to catching more waves with less effort. For more detailed paddling technique instruction, feel free to visit surfingpaddling.com. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the water.